We're joined by Longwood University head coach Erika Lang-Montgomery and Hamilton LeRoy. Coach?
Well, first of all, I just want to say, I'm really proud of the fight that our team had this season. We had an incredible, tough non-conference season. It was one of those schedules that you kind of just want to maybe start over at the end of it. But I'm just really thankful for the growth that our team had as the season progressed. Once we got into conference play, I really feel like we kind of settled in and found our identity through our defense. But, also I think we became a better offensive team as well. And so although we did not have the outcome that we wanted to tonight, I'm just really proud of, like I said, the growth that we had as the season went.
Thanks, Coach. Questions?
For Ann Hamilton, the shooting in the first quarter was a problem tonight. Did you feel after that there was any pressing or any urgency, or were you still playing team-wide, still playing about the same, you feel?
Yeah, I think that we knew that our shots weren't falling, so as a team we were kind of trying to talk about picking our defensive intensity up. Like Coach E was saying, we've kind of found our identity as a team as being able to force teams to turn the ball over, which we did do. We just couldn't convert on the other end, so it was just a tough night on the offensive end for us.
From 3-point range, 2 of 10 tonight. Obviously, that alone is not a factor, but certainly that contributed. Was Campbell doing anything in particular on the long range defense, or was it just weren't falling?
They just weren't falling. We try to, our identity too on offense is just trying to get paint points and trying to attack the rim and get to the free throw line. But yeah, our threes, the ones that we did take, they just weren't falling tonight.
And for Coach E, when they're not falling like that, what do you tell the ladies on the team to try and to keep them dialed in?
Well, just to settle down and be a little bit more patient on offense. When we're at our best from the three-point line is usually when the ball is reversed or on a kick out. And so I think the ones that we did hit tonight came from those scenarios. I think the ones that we missed, we may have rushed, got in a little bit of a hurry. Like Ann said, we want to get those paint touches, and how we make up for an off three-point shooting night is by getting to the free throw line, which we did. We just weren't our best at the free throw line tonight either. So maybe just new arena, not maybe getting a lot of reps and shots up. You never know. Just the tightness of being in a tournament.
Speaking of tournament, everybody goes through waves and dry spells. There was a 6-minute drought from the field for the Lancers in the second half. When you're in comeback mode against a good team, how do you fight through 6 minutes of a dry spell? I mean, obviously in the end it didn't work out, but what do you tell the players when you're going through something that difficult?
Well, we just talked about, we reminded ourselves of when we were in those situations before and how we were able to fight back with our defense, trying to get stops that would lead to scores. And so that's where the focus was not, okay, we can't score, but how can we get the possession back so that we would have another opportunity, and that's all that you really can do.
Great. Coach and Hamilton, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, sorry, Claire.
I didn't see your gesture. Yeah, go ahead. Absolutely.
Together,
Yeah, I was looking for icon.
Question that I'm kind of going to pose to both of you guys. Coach mentioned we went through a lot this season. You all went through a lot this season. A tough non-conference, but really some strides were made in this conference schedule to get to this first round bye state that we got. So I guess I would like to ask both of you kind of thoughts heading into this off season and the next season, and kind of talking about a foundation that you all may have built from this season.
Want to go first? I'll go first. Okay, so being a returner from last season, in the off season, we obviously got a new coaching staff, and that was a change within itself. And Coach E came, and she brought the right stuff with her, and we kind of adapted to that. So just setting that foundation like you talked about. So I think we put a good run together in the conference season and trying to establish that culture and how we want to continue on. So I think just having done that and kind of playing with the chip on our shoulder in conference season, kind of with that underdog mentality of any night, it could be our night. Just taking that into the off season and just working hard and trying to regroup and come back even better next year.
Yeah, I think as we approach conference play, we really started to find our identity through our defense, and I think that's going to become a staple of Longwood women's basketball, that on a bad shooting night that our defense will be able to hold and pull us through. And so definitely want to keep building on that. The final piece with any defense is you got to finish plays, you got to get stops, and you get stops from rebounding. And so that definitely will be an emphasis and a focus as we prepare for next season, is how do we become better rebounders. We got to get stronger. We got to get a little bit tougher, a little bit grittier. And I think we were able to do that in some games. But for us to have the success that I want us to have in this league, we've got to be able to do it night in and night out.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Hydrate. I guess I should take one too. Let's see.
That's like a Sprite kind of soda drink.
Okay.
That's an energy drink.
I'm gonna do